was actually put into an all-girls home. And at that time, I was only supposed to be there briefly, a few weeks, whatever it was supposed to be, until they felt that, I was good to go back to my parents. But while I was there, I learned that they actually had a program where you could stay and live there permanently. And I could basically start doing the normal things that you would do each day, because when I was first put in there, I wasn't allowed to go to school. I wasn't allowed to go outside. I wasn't allowed on a phone, wasn't allowed to watch TV. I was in a room with 8 other girls. We shared one bathroom. So you can imagine the conditions, and just basically you didn't have any of your basic needs even, right? Maybe like a certain shampoo or makeup or this or that. It was a very basic living. But I made the decision to stay there. And after I made that decision to stay there, I knew that I could go back to school. I would have to get a job, and I would have to save 70% of my money, because they wanted to set me up for success so that whenever I turned 18, I could, get an apartment, have the money for a security deposit, monthly rent, all of the furnishings, all the stuff. But there was another big decision I had to make in that, because I had already switched schools 6 times at this point in my life. So I had to decide if I was going to switch schools again, or if I was going to stay in my current high school, which meant I'd have to get up at 4:30 in the morning and take 2 buses to school, and then 2 buses back home, and then also have that job. So I did end up staying at my school and choosing that probably a little bit harder route, but I just didn't want to switch schools again at that point in my life.